Stop scrolling, because the internet is losing its mind over what appears to be the first leaked footage from Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's highly private wedding. For months, fans wondered what really happened behind those closed doors. With strict NDAs, locked-away phones, and intense security, almost no one expected the public to see a single moment from the celebration. But now, short clips and guest accounts are making their way online, and they're fueling a whole new conversation. Some fans say the footage confirms the couple's relationship has always been genuine. Others think the carefully planned event reveals just how much thought went into every detail. So what do the leaked clips actually show? What have guests publicly said about the ceremony? And why is everyone suddenly talking about the vows, the venue, and the emotional moments that have captured the internet's attention? Stay with us, because we're breaking down everything that's been reported, and some of the details are already surprising fans around the world. The biggest surprise wasn't that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce had a private wedding. It was that, despite extraordinary security measures, footage from inside the event began circulating online. According to the transcript, guests were reportedly asked to sign non-disclosure agreements, phones were locked away, and additional precautions were taken to keep the ceremony private. For a wedding surrounded by that level of secrecy, many fans assumed the public would never see a single glimpse. Then, everything changed. Within days, short video clips reportedly surfaced online, giving fans their first look inside the transformed venue. According to the transcript, Madison Square Garden had been completely redesigned, replacing the arena's familiar appearance with towering trees, soft lighting, elegant drapery, and a garden-inspired setting. For many viewers, the biggest surprise wasn't the scale of the production, it was how personal it appeared. The leaked footage reportedly showed framed photographs documenting different stages of Taylor and Travis's relationship, creating what many described as a visual timeline of their journey together. That detail immediately sparked conversation online. Some fans said it made the celebration feel intimate, despite the massive venue. Others praised the amount of planning that appeared to have gone into every corner of the event. Then another interesting detail emerged. Several guests who were quoted in media reports described the atmosphere using remarkably similar language. According to the transcript, they spoke about the ceremony being emotional, heartfelt, and deeply personal. Although each guest shared different observations, their descriptions all pointed toward the same conclusion. The focus wasn't simply on creating a spectacular event. It was on celebrating the couple's relationship in front of the people closest to them. That consistency quickly became one of the biggest talking points online. As more clips and accounts continued appearing, fans began asking an even bigger question. If these early glimpses were this emotional, what happened during the vows that had so many guests talking afterward? Because according to multiple reports mentioned in the transcript, that was the moment everyone inside the room remembered most. As more details from the wedding began surfacing, one part of the ceremony stood above everything else. It wasn't the decorations, it wasn't the celebrity guest list, and it wasn't even the venue itself. According to the transcript, it was the vows. Multiple guests reportedly described that moment as the emotional centerpiece of the entire evening. Instead of exchanging a few traditional lines, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were said to have written their own personal vows. According to the accounts referenced in the transcript, each spoke for an extended period, sharing personal memories, inside jokes, and reflections on their relationship. That detail immediately caught fans' attention. In an era where celebrity weddings are often remembered for extravagant settings or designer outfits, many online discussions focused instead on the personal stories that were reportedly shared during the ceremony. Then, another detail from the transcript began spreading across social media. Several guests reportedly said the ceremony became highly emotional, with tears throughout the audience. According to those accounts, both Taylor and Travis appeared deeply moved during different parts of the exchange. Fans quickly interpreted those descriptions as a sign that the ceremony placed genuine emotion ahead of spectacle. Whether discussing the reported stories from the vows or the reactions of those in attendance, many online comments centered on the same idea. The wedding seemed designed to celebrate their personal journey rather than simply create a headline. Then another reported detail added to the conversation. According to the transcript, guests received personalized keepsakes before the ceremony began, a small touch that many viewed as another example of the event's attention to detail. As clips continued circulating and guest descriptions reached a wider audience, one question became impossible to ignore. If the ceremony itself had been planned so carefully, what happened after the vows, when the celebration moved into the reception? Because according to the transcript, that's where even more unexpected details began attracting attention online. If the ceremony gave guests an emotional experience, the reception reportedly revealed another side of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship. According to the transcript, the celebration wasn't designed to feel like a typical celebrity event. Instead, every reported detail appeared to reflect moments from the couple's journey together. As guests reportedly moved through concealed doors into the reception, they entered a completely different atmosphere. The transcript describes elegant lighting, carefully designed decor, and displays featuring photographs from different stages of the couple's relationship. For many fans reading those accounts, that became one of the most meaningful parts of the evening. Rather than focusing only on luxury, the reported design emphasized memories. Every hallway, every display, every decorative element seemed intended to remind guests how the relationship had grown over time. Then another reported detail began attracting attention online. According to the transcript, one section of the reception was designed to resemble the setting of the couple's engagement. Fans quickly picked up on that idea. Many described it as a thoughtful callback that connected one of the biggest moments in their relationship with the beginning of their marriage. Social media soon filled with reactions. Some praised the creativity behind the reported design. Others admired the effort that appeared to have gone into making such a large venue feel personal and intimate. Then, attention shifted to the guest list. According to the transcript, the celebration reportedly brought together people from very different parts of Taylor and Travis's lives. Entertainment figures, sports personalities, close friends, and family members. For many fans, that combination symbolized the way their two worlds had come together over the course of their relationship. Then another interesting observation emerged. Although only brief clips reportedly surfaced online, viewers began analyzing every frame. Some focused on the decorations, others looked at family interactions. Many searched for small background details that hadn't been mentioned before. According to the transcript, every new image seemed to spark another round of discussion across social media. By this point, the wedding had become more than a private celebration. It had become one of the most talked about entertainment stories online. And as fans continued examining every reported detail, another question began taking over the conversation. If so much care reportedly went into the ceremony and reception, what else happened behind the scenes that guests couldn't stop talking about after the night was over? Because according to the transcript, the final moments of the celebration may have left the strongest impression of all. As the final moments of the wedding came to a close, something unexpected happened. The conversation didn't end when the music stopped. According to the transcript, it was only beginning. In the days that followed, guests who publicly shared their experiences seemed to describe the celebration in remarkably similar ways. Again and again, they focused less on celebrity and more on emotion. According to the transcript, those who spoke publicly described the atmosphere as warm, intimate, and deeply personal. That consistency immediately caught fans' attention. For a couple constantly surrounded by cameras and headlines, many viewers expected an event built around spectacle. Instead, the reported accounts painted a very different picture. Then another interesting detail emerged. Rather than creating a traditional bridal party filled with celebrity friends, the transcript says, the couple reportedly chose close family members to stand beside them during the ceremony. That decision sparked plenty of discussion online. Many fans interpreted it as another sign that the wedding was centered on family rather than publicity. Then, attention shifted toward the guests themselves. According to the transcript, the celebration brought together people from completely different worlds. Hollywood actors, television personalities, professional athletes, music industry friends, longtime family members. Despite those different backgrounds, many reportedly left describing the night with similar words: heartfelt, emotional, joyful, authentic. That shared reaction became one of the strongest themes in the online conversation. Then another, reported detail, fueled even more speculation. As more photos and short clips surfaced, fans began examining every frame. Some focused on the decor, others searched for hidden references connected to the couple's relationship. Every new image seemed to reveal another small detail that people had missed before. According to the transcript, even the smallest background elements became topics of discussion across social media. Then came perhaps the biggest surprise. The more clips reportedly appeared, the more consistent the overall story became. Instead of contradicting one another, the different guest accounts and video snippets appeared to reinforce the same picture of the evening. That left fans asking one final question. If only a handful of short clips created this much excitement, what would happen if the complete wedding footage was ever released? Because according to the transcript, that's the possibility that has everyone continuing to watch for the next update. Just when fans thought they had seen everything, the conversation took another turn. It wasn't because a brand new video suddenly appeared. It was because people kept finding new details in the clips and photos that had already surfaced. According to the transcript, every angle seemed to reveal something different. One viewer noticed another section of the venue. Another pointed out framed photographs that hadn't been discussed before. Others focused on the reported decorations, lighting, and symbolic touches that appeared throughout the celebration. The internet quickly turned into one giant investigation. Then another reported detail caught everyone's attention. According to the transcript, speculation began growing about whether the wedding had been professionally filmed from start to finish. That possibility immediately sparked excitement among fans. If a complete recording existed, would it ever be released? Would viewers eventually get to see the full ceremony instead of scattered clips? Or would those brief moments remain the only public glimpse of the event? No official announcement had answered those questions, but the possibility alone kept the conversation alive. Then, attention shifted to the guest experience. According to the transcript, several attendees reportedly shared small personal moments from the celebration, rather than focusing only on celebrity appearances. Those stories described laughter, tears, family conversations, and quiet interactions that many fans felt made the wedding seem more personal than expected. That consistency continued reinforcing the same impression. Then another interesting observation emerged. Rather than fading after a few days, as many celebrity stories do, the discussion continued gaining momentum. Entertainment channels analyzed every new image, fan pages highlighted hidden details, comment sections filled with people comparing different clips and trying to piece together the entire evening. According to the transcript, even the smallest reported detail generated thousands of reactions online. By now, the wedding had become more than a celebrity event. It had become one of the biggest entertainment conversations on social media, and one final question remained. If these short glimpses created this much excitement, what would happen if the complete story of the wedding were ever shared? Because according to the transcript, fans believe there may still be much more to discover. As the excitement surrounding the reported wedding footage began to settle, one thing became impossible to ignore. The biggest talking point wasn't the venue. It wasn't the celebrity guest list. And it wasn't even the leaked clips themselves. According to the transcript, it was the consistent picture those reported details seemed to paint. From the decor, to the vows, to the reactions shared by guests, many of the accounts described the same atmosphere: warm, personal, emotional. According to the transcript, that consistency is what many fans focused on most. Then another interesting observation emerged. Despite the reported security measures surrounding the event, only short glimpses of the celebration became public. Instead of revealing every moment, those clips left viewers with far more questions than answers. Fans began wondering whether additional footage might ever be released. Would there eventually be an official wedding film? Would more behind-the-scenes moments become public? Or would these brief clips remain the only window into the celebration? According to the transcript, no official confirmation had answered those questions. That uncertainty only kept the conversation alive. Then attention shifted toward the couple themselves. Throughout their relationship, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have lived under constant public attention. Every appearance, every interview, every social media moment has been analyzed by millions of people. According to the transcript, many fans viewed the reported wedding details as another chapter in that highly public journey. Then another reported detail stood out. According to the transcript, before the celebration, the couple reportedly announced a charitable donation supporting multiple organizations. For many fans, that became another example of how they hoped to balance a major personal milestone with giving back. Then came perhaps the biggest takeaway of all. Celebrity weddings are often remembered for luxury, designer outfits, or headline-making guest lists. But according to the transcript, much of the online discussion surrounding this event centered instead on the personal moments guests described and the emotion reflected in the reported footage. Whether more footage ever becomes public remains uncertain. But one thing is clear from the transcript. Those brief clips sparked weeks of discussion, inspired countless fan reactions, and reminded everyone just how closely millions of people continue following Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's story. What do you think? If an official wedding film were ever released, would you watch it? Which reported detail from the celebration stood out to you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more celebrity news, entertainment updates, and pop culture stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.